Hello everyone, Scott here, and today I want to talk about the subject of disconnecting from a match in Dead by Daylight, or as it's called, DCing. A perfect way to start this is to ask a question. Is it okay to leave a match? First of all, there is only one queue type, and I have talked about having a casual and comp queue before with their own forms of penalties, and I will quickly mention them here for reference, but the thing is, we only have one queue right now. In a casual scenario, I don't think you should get a penalty, as it's just a casual game and not something to take seriously. It's not like your life depends on you playing here, but you're there for the fun, not the competition. In a competitive scenario, I would say a harsher punishment is something that should be considered, as some people want to take the game seriously, and I know their life don't depend on it, but once again, some people are into the competition in the game, so that could be their own spot to play. What I mean by this is simply that if you have to go do chores, or maybe your dog just ran into something and your mom's precious vase just fell down on the floor and you have to go clean it up. I'm obviously joking here, your mom is probably going to clean that up, let's be honest here. But what I'm being serious about is what if you have to stop mid-game? I mean, we all have personal lives, right? I get we have a penalty, and respectfully so, as the rest of the survivors is now having to play with only 3 players or less. It makes the team weaker in total, and the remaining survivors now have to, in quotes, overclock their own performance if they want to win. This type of quitting is not something I think people should get mad about. However, I get that it gets frustrating that someone decides to DC and you have to play with a bot, but I would personally rather play with a bot than a survivor that dies on hook, as a bot is infinite times more useful to you than a non-existing survivor, but that's just my personal preference. There are of course contexts to why people leave, and what I do understand is you can't see the context, so you get mad when it happens. Understandable. Another thing I understand is that people get mad when a survivor leaves, when they're the first one to be found, or if they get downed after their first chase, which is also something I think is stupid and petty, as long as you don't have a tome challenge to complete, and once again context matters, but penalties should be respected here. Have I personally done this before? Yeah, the short answer is yes, due to tome challenges. But is that okay? I know what most people would say, and I agree with them that it is not okay to do, but you try to do the tomes as fast as possible because of FOMO with the cosmetics in the Rift, and when you do not have all the time of the day to play DBD, so this is something I see as inevitable and something there just is. I have recently quit a match against an Oni where the Oni teleported to me in chases, and my sprint burst perk was active for at least 5 times as long as it should due to lag, and pallets took 3 M1 clicks to register. Nothing. And then after 3 seconds, boom, down goes the pallet, apparently. You could say, oh Scott, that's just your shitty internet. But I find it funny that the rest of the shit that runs on Wi-Fi, and cable but Wi-Fi is weaker, can run smoothly and optimized, so I decided to leave that match and eat a penalty respectfully. That is all I have for you today. See you all in the next video. I'm obviously kidding here. Don't think for a second that I was going to stop the video here, silly, as there is another form of quitting, which is linked to the act of leaving a match. But it is not a direct DC, but rather someone on purpose dying on hook to avoid a penalty. Some people avoid the penalty by dying on hook on purpose, and a way to make me happier personally and combat this is, in my opinion, removing skill checks in hook stage 2. But trying to go for unhooking in stage 1 is fair, as it can have an impact on the match. It is a tiny chance though, but it can become easier with perks. I do get that you can still die quicker by just trying to unhook yourself 3 to 4 times and bam, you're almost out of the game and you're in hook stage 2. But it leads up to the following point. The person quitting the game, whether they want to eat a penalty and DC or that they want to die faster on the hook, have decided that in their mind the match is over for them. And that is something behavior is not capable of fixing at all. All they can do is build up systems around this to punish those who quit, whether it is from dying on hook or disconnecting from the game. What is your perspective on DCing? Leave a comment down below sharing your opinion. Don't forget to leave a like on this video, click the bell icon for notifications, and subscribe for more content on my channel. See you next time. Scott out. Bye.